Hey, Christine Stoddard here. Now, if you clicked on this video thinking it was going to be porn, don't leave because I could use the viewing hours here on my YouTube Stoddard Says channel. But it's not going to be porn because I don't make porn. Now, when I was in college, I'll never forget running this literary magazine, quailbellmagazine.com, still around today. Check it out. And one of the most popular search terms that led people to this website was, does Christine Stoddard do porn? Now I know people get jealous. There are trolls, and usually trolls leave mean comments because they're insecure. They're in a bad headspace, they're in a bad mood, and that's why they're just being the keyboard warriors going all about their negativity. It's not a reflection on me. I realized this. I had bullies my first year of college, this whole group of people that just glommed together because I was a superstar at my teeny tiny in the middle of nowhere college. And when you are a superstar in a place like that, yeah, you tend to attract haters. Now, fun fact, most of those people are now pharmaceutical sales folks in the middle of the country. Yeah, some states you can probably guess. And no, they are not leading the exciting, creative lives that they might have hoped to lead. Because, yeah, I remember some of their college majors. I remember being in classes with them. But this video is not about them because I have a wonderful life. It is exciting, it is creative, and I'm not going to dwell on the trolls. However, I do think it's pretty darn funny that when I went out to record Brooklynites Respond to the 2024 Election, I'm just reading the exact video title from YouTube here on the Stoddard Says channel. When I went to record that edition of Christine Stoddard's New York with my boyfriend, there was a city employee who decided to bug us. So just imagine me, Aaron Gold, who's a pretty strapping young man, walking on the sidewalk here in Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn. We have a professional camera. We have a tripod. Yeah, these are movie-making tools. The city employee who's dressed in one of those highlighter, like fluorescent type jackets and has the name of the business improvement district on the front and the back, kind of mutters something to me as we're walking by because I'm closer to him than Aaron is, just physically closer to this man. Oh, are y'all making a porn? And because he wasn't speaking directly to me, and because really it was barely audible, the street was quite noisy, typical Brooklyn day, I just ignored him. I did tell Aaron when we rounded the corner, hey, that city guy just asked me if we were making a porn, and he got so mad. Aaron was just not quite furious, that is too strong of a word, but he was definitely very upset that this stranger decided that that's what we were making the day after the election in a public place. So we set up, and it takes us like 5 minutes to get everything together with the tripod and the camera and testing audio levels. The city employee, same dude, comes over to us. And he asks very clearly, right to us, are y'all making a porn? Now I know I'm not a bad looking lady. And Aaron's pretty handsome. If you wanted someone to make a porn, why not us? Two darn good candidates, right? But I'm annoyed that I'm once again being sexualized in a public space. I am annoyed that someone thinks the day after the election, while I can't say all, because not all of us, but while many of us are grieving, deciding to make that. Now, I don't have anything against porn per se. I think there are forms of porn that are misogynistic, and I don't like that. I think there are business practices within the porn industry that can be exploitative, and I don't like that. I don't think that small children should be watching porn. So yeah, I have some opinions about porn. I also don't think it's scum of the earth level sin, right? So, and that's because sex is sex, and I'm a sex positive person, as long as consent and all of the other good factors are there. Consenting adults. So what do we say to this city guy? Aaron responds first. He's like, come on, dude, what? No, that's not what we're doing. I say, that's a little rude for that to be your assumption and for that to be a question you ask of strangers, because he's trying to go back and forth about this. Like, rude? Why do you think it's rude? Well, you don't know us. We're in a public space. It's the day after the election. A lot of people who are making content of any kind are going to be making election-related content. Do you really think we're going to take our clothes off right here in the middle of the street? Just some common sense type questions. And he's like, hey, you never know, man. You never know. And then he goes to say that he's seen a lot of stuff, and he tries to dab up Aaron, which is hilarious because Aaron refuses him. But also, you've seen a lot of things, man. Yeah, I believe that as a city worker in New York City and in a part of Brooklyn that, is still changing, shall we say, that you've seen people try to make porn, but in public, that doesn't seem so likely. Maybe someone at the back of a store or back of a restaurant, somewhere where, all right, you're doing your job and you come across this. I'm also not saying it's impossible. I think what bothered me most and what bothered Aaron most is that he asked us directly. It's one thing for a question to cross your mind, but you really need to ask yourself, is it appropriate for me to ask someone I've never met before? And without introducing myself, and while I'm on the job, while I'm on a taxpayer-funded job, during that shift, should I be asking people if they're making a porn? So when we told him that we were making an election video, that I was asking strangers on the street how they felt about the 2024 US presidential elections, he was disappointed because we were not taking off our clothes. We were not going at it. We just wanted to know if the rest of our neighborhood was crying as much inside as we were. Because guess what? It was not only the day after the election, it was my birthday. So I got that heartbreak on my birthday. A day I wanted to celebrate, a day I wanted to have fun, a day I wanted to feel some sense of security about America's future. Not that it would have been perfect, but now I really don't know what's going to happen. And there's so much uncertainty. I feel so unsafe. So many people I know and care about feel unsafe. And people I don't know feel unsafe, because that's just as important. I shouldn't only be concerned about people I already know and care about. I should be concerned about randos who are afraid that they might get lynched. Let's be real. Or that they might die trying to get an illegal abortion procedure, right? Or that they could be attacked for taking photos of abortion clinics, that they could suffer any number of injustices as a trans person, that maybe they're in a same-sex marriage that won't be recognized anymore as a legal marriage. There are just so many things, and we don't know what's going to happen. So, happy birthday to me. No, I didn't celebrate by making a porn. I celebrated by making a Brooklynites respond to the 2024 election video. You can watch it here on YouTube if you're just wondering what the hell is going on. Because some people you would not expect to be behind Trump are behind Trump. Yay!